Hello, here's Nelis van der Wateringen, and today I'm just doing a very short training about part of the compensation plan, and I'm going to call it the way to director, because director is a key position in the plan of World Ventures. Okay, now make sure that you also, of course, on top of that, read the compensation plan. You know, you can find it on your website or in your back office, so that you get all the details, so that you know exactly how to qualify for which position. Okay, now the way to director is going to show some figures, and I want to make sure that you do not see them as a income claim, but that they are all samples of what can happen, you know, to you. Okay, now the way to director, here we go. And the first, of course, very important thing is get four. And that probably you've all seen that already, you know, on the presentations. The get four people yourself is the key to the success in World Ventures. Now, get four also means pay no more. So that means you're not paying any fee, you know, for your monthly product use. You know, you can use the product, a fantastic product, of course, for the monthly fee. Now, on top of that, you're not paying any fee anymore for your website, for your business. So that means you completely have a free business and a free product, as long as you have 4 active people, you know, sponsored yourself. Okay, so get 4, pay no more. That's the first key. That's what everybody should look for. Now, to be successful, you might need more than 4 people, because you want to find 4 key people who have the same attitude like you have yourself. You know, you want to make your life different, and you want to make a living really. You want to go on fantastic trips. You want to change your life financially. That's the sort of people you're looking for. So it might take, you know, 20 people before you find those 4. Okay, now, or more. Sometimes people, you know, sponsor 4 and they find 4 fantastic people to work with, and they duplicate. Okay, now, but the first key, get 4, pay no more. It also means that you're qualified for the compensation plan. So that's the good news, of course, because, you know, you're not only getting everything for free monthly, you can also earn up to $2,000 a week on cycle bonus. Okay, depending, of course, on how much volume there is on both sides in your teams. Okay, now, so that's of course fantastic. You know, get 4 and earn up to $2,000 a week cycle bonus. Okay, depending, of course, as I said, on the volume what comes out of the team. Okay, now, so what's next? You got your 4. So now the only thing you do, or you focus on, let's say it like this, you help those 4 to do the same. Okay, so you help those 4 to get their 4. Now that means they're going to be motivated, because first of all they made, of course, some money, because they're making, of course, the direct commissions, you know, the $20 for every pack they sell. And they're making, of course, if they sponsor 6 people in a period of 30 days, you make, you know, $250 extra, etc. Okay, so plus, of course, the cycle bonus you're going to get as soon as you have 3 on the left, 3 on the right. Okay, now help those 4 to get their 4, so they're excited. They not have to pay anything per month anymore, and you at the same time are for the first time qualified for the Wings and Wheels car promotion. Okay, just because you did this. Okay, that's of course fantastic. Okay, help those 4 to get their 4, and you're qualified for the Wings and Wheels car promotion as well. Now, of course, you also make some cycles, which I'm now going to show you. You know, if you're going to follow this program, and the only thing what you want to focus on to make sure you're going director is that you have duplication in 4 levels to start off with. Now, we don't have levels in a binary, because you know, it's paid unlimited depth. So that means, you know, you don't have to worry where people are positioned or where they stand, but to explain the figures it's easier to show you a level. Okay, now you build 2 teams, a left team and a right team. Now, as I said already, the first thing you already did, because you sponsored 4, so you placed 2 in your left team, 2 in your right team. You didn't make a cycle yet, because you need 3 on both sides to qualify, 3 sales on both sides. Okay, now next level, those 2 on both sides you helped to get their 4, so that means 8, okay, on both sides. So you made 3 cycles. Now you think, hey, 3 times 3 is 9. Yes, because the 2 on both sides, are waiting for the next volume to be added to it. Okay, so you have 10 in total. So you have 1 left over for the next week. Okay, so you made 3 cycles. Now what it means is at least a minimum of $200 per week, per cycle. So that's $300 in this case, if it's in 1 week. But it could also be $200. Depending on how many cycles you do in a week. Okay, for the details look in the plan. But that's the interesting thing. Now the good news is, if you are new, you get double cycle bonus anyways for the first 8 weeks. Okay, for all first 4 cycles per week you get $200 instead of $100. Okay, so this could mean then, for if you're new, if you have 3 cycles, $600 in your pocket. Okay, now those 8 are going to do the same in this sample. They're getting their 4, so 32. Now you're thinking about yourself, probably, yes, how I'm going to work with all those people. I haven't got time enough to talk to them for hours every day. Now, that of course is also not the idea about this. The only thing what you need to teach, and there's nothing to teach really, except for to tell people that they share the presentation with other people. Okay? Presentations are done in several languages, so make sure that people know, share the presentation, do it every day, share the opportunity, share the presentation, book your dream trip so that you get experience on the long term also with the product, so you get excited about it. Okay, but first of all, share the presentation, and then make sure that if you share the presentation that you follow up, so that people that you just not leave them alone and look at the presentation, but that you then raise the 3 famous questions, which I do in a separate training. Okay, but make sure that people know one thing for sure: share the presentation. Not let them do the presentation themselves, but they're sharing the presentations all ready for you. Okay, so in this sample, those 8 are also duplicated. So you focus to help the team as much as you can, because your goal is to build 4 levels deep to start off with. Okay, now in this sample, the nice thing of course is you got now 32 new packs on both sides. It means in total 11 cycles. Why? Because there was still 1 left over from the week before, so it's 33 in total. Now 3 on the left and 3 on the right is a cycle, so it's 11 cycles in total. Okay, now it also means, by the way, that you are now a senior rep, which means you can have a residual income coming to you up to $500 a month. Okay, so that's nice. It's a nice start, because that's where we all do it for: long-term passive income. Now this is the very first small step to senior rep, which means up to $500 residual income. Okay, now level 4 is times 4 again. Those 32 have their 4, so 128 now on both sides. You make also 42 cycles, so you can do the maths yourself, because it's up to $2,000 a week maximum, as I already mentioned, in the beginning position. So that means, which is enough, of course, $2,000 a week plus the monthly residual is already a dream figure for most of the people in this industry. Okay, but I'm only talking about 128. I'm not talking like many others talk about in other companies, about thousands of people in your team and so forth. No, we're talking about realistic figures here. Okay, long term everything is possible, but we are talking about 128 people in both teams. Okay, now 42 cycles. It also means you're now director. That's the key position. Okay, very important. Now you are director. Okay, because you need 90 on both sides, and you need 140 lineages, as we call it. So people who are created out of your own activities. Okay, it doesn't need to be personally sponsored, but the line had to come from your activities. But for the details, look in the plan. Okay, now 90 left, 90 right, director, you're there. Okay, that's the first big goal, to be director. What does it mean? You also get now $15 per cycle residual, So the senior was getting 10 per cycle. Now here it's $15 per cycle. So that's a nice increase of 50% on the cycle bonus, you know, on your monthly residual. So that means that if you have 3 active members on both sides, you know, 3 on the left, 3 on the right, and they're paying the monthly fee, you make $30 commission every time that happens. You know, if you have 6, you make in both sides you have 60, etc., etc. Now here you can see in this sample we've got 128 in the 4th level. So let's say that all the other people on top of the 128, you know, the 32, the 8 and the 2, all had their 4. So that means they are not paying anything anymore, but the 128 do, because they haven't got the 4, or you get more people, of course, you know, having the product. So that means, let's say the 128, how much does it mean for you as a passive income? Now, very simple, you know, 3 on the left, 3 on the right mean $30. So if you do the maths on it and say 128, so let's round it up to 120, or round it down, let's say, so let's make it 120 you know, make it easier. It means 120 divided by 3, because you get paid on every 3 sales. It's 40 times $30, so it's a figure of 1,200 passive income. Okay, so that's of course absolutely great already as a director. You know, just dream about the next positions, but this is already as a director. So that of course is great, because the 1,200 are on top of all the other commissions. You know, of course they need to pay the monthly fees, logical. If it is like you see here, it's already more than 1,200 per month residual income. Okay, and I'm not here mentioning thousands of people, as you've seen. So this is realistic, you know, for everybody, long term or short term to get. Okay, now what happens to you if you do this within 12 weeks after you joined? You get extra $5,000 director bonus. So if you do this within 12 weeks after you join, so if you join today, you get an extra $5,000 director bonus, because you did it within the 12 weeks. Okay, absolutely fantastic. Now that's an extra bonus, so that's only one time, of course, but within 12 weeks. So go for it, 12 weeks long, and you know, go for director and get the 5,000 extra director bonus. Now with this constellation, so if you've got those volume in, you're also automatically qualified for the monthly Wings and Wheels car promotion. Okay, also for the monthly, so not only the first time like you did before, also for the monthly, because you easily now have with those people or those sales in your team, you qualified for the monthly Wings and Wheels car promotion, which means $600, you know, to pay off your BMW, or $300 cash, or even better, $600, you know, Rovia bucks to spend on travel. Okay, that's what I'm going to do, and that's what most people will do, because that's a lifestyle. Okay, now part of the commissions, of course, are paid in travel dollars, I want to say, which is absolutely also, you know, such a fantastic idea, because with travel dollars you're going to change your life, because if you make a lot of cycles and you make a lot of travel dollars, you're going to travel different. You're not going to sit in the back of the plane or in the front of the plane. You know, that's what you hear from all sides, of course, all the time. And you're going to have booking, you know, you're going to book the best class hotels instead of you know, second class, etc. Okay, so let's go director, and see you soon.